Hey, did you ever have those days when tech just goes wrong? TSG here. Thank you for joining me today. You guys are awesome. You know, I've had a nasty head cold. No, not that beer flu thing. Worse, I've had a nasty head cold. I mean, just stuff just filled up inside of here. It's allergy season, the beginning of that. Oh, by the way, today is the middle of March when you see this. 82 degrees. Summer has begun in Central Texas in March. Nah, not really. It's just a couple of hot days. But anyway, some warm weather has been coming in from the south, and everything is starting to bloom. Beautiful flowers, trees or leaves, and all that good kind of stuff. And then the allergies kick in, and then my immune system kind of dipped a little bit because it's fighting off because of all the allergens. And somehow I must have licked the handle on the shopping cart because I caught a cold. And the reason why I know that is because it goes all right into my sinuses, fills up with gunk, and I had to constantly blow my nose. It took me down for 2 days trying to sleep this thing off, did all the things I needed to do, and I'm feeling a little better today. But I had an opportunity to read through some of the news and got caught up on email, which is kind of cool. And been in touch with a lot of you viewers and our Patreon folks. By the way, if you're not a Patreon patron, consider doing that. I'll have a link below, and you can join us and do all the cool things that we do here as Patreon patrons. Take a look at that if you'd like. And if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, please subscribe, okay? So I've had a lot of time to rest and catch up on some things. And one of the things I've been noticing is you all are familiar with the beer virus, right? This is crazy, dudes. And I've kind of held back on bringing it up. But I can't help but not notice a few things that just baffle me. And maybe you could tell me what's going on in the comments below. At least give me your opinion of what's going on. But my opinion is that, this is really nothing to be worried about, except when people get worried about it. And then, it's your secondary things that you've got to start worrying about, not the beer flu itself. Beer's not the problem. Trust me. It's what comes as a result of the beer. If you catch my drift. There's been a run on toilet paper, bottled water, and, I can understand things like, face masks. People may not carry face masks around a lot. Maybe they want to do that. I know what I've done, and you've seen me with this before. See if I can get this thing on. So, and then I put the canister right here, screw it on, and I'm going to be well protected. So, I'm equipped. And why people wait until the last minute to pick up stuff? Hang on. Why people wait until the last minute to pick up stuff like, masks? I even have one of these. I was mowing the lawn today, and I used this. I mowed the lawn today, and the grass was pretty tall. And if you don't know what that is, that's a rabbit hole. There's 3 bunnies living down in there. Fortunately, I left the grass a little tall. They're okay. This stuff is really good. This is not a paid endorsement or anything. I need my glasses. Oh, hey, that's better. I don't even know who makes this thing. Oh, 3M. Oh, it's a 3M branded product. Boy, I'm telling you, I shoved this thing on, and I didn't get any allergies at all. And I'm usually allergy prone, so that's why I mow the lawn with that thing on, or weed whack or something like that. I'll put a link to this below if I can find it. Don't forget, I do have an Amazon affiliate link that if you're buying anything from Amazon, which if you guys are buying through Amazon, use my link down below. As a matter of fact, hang on. Use our Amazon link down below. When you do, it helps us out and it doesn't cost you a penny more. And after using the link, save it to your bookmarks so you can have easy access to it in the future. Thank you. So one of the things that I'm really puzzled by, it's not so much the things that you don't necessarily have around, like face masks and that kind of thing. You may not have that, and you may want to go get yourself a couple, if you're worried about catching the flu or all that. But the whole warning about washing your hands. I mean, do people not wash their hands anyway? So we have to be reminded by the media to wash our hands. I mean, the last minute dive at the store to pick up stuff just baffles me. That and the washing the hands things. And the one thing that really baffles me about shortages in the store, which we've experienced a little bit of it here, and folks that I know up in Washington State, folks in California, I know some folks on the East Coast, they're saying the same things. Yeah, they're running low on toilet paper. Okay, you've got a beer cold going on, and everyone is warning of this pandemic, which, people are going to get sick. And my heart goes out to those who have had fatalities as a result of any sickness. So I'm not being insensitive here. I'm just trying to make sense of something. There's a virus that you're being told is going around. The first thing you think of is poo paper. I'd be getting a hold of my doc and going, hey, you got any antibiotics I can have? That's the kind of thing I'd be thinking and stocking up. So I've always been as prepared as I can for things. And even so far as, I do stockpile, I'm not crazy. I just make sure that I have enough toilet paper. I make sure that I have certainly the ability to have clean, fresh water, because that is very important if some disaster hits. I mean, we have tornadoes here in the great state of Texas, as a lot of the Midwest does. And, if the water supply is cut off, I want to make sure that I have, even if I have a puddle of water, I could siphon out water and make it clean. You've seen this video before. I'll roll a little clip in, but Sagan, the company Sagan, the Journey water bottle thing, it's got a filter, 99.99% thing. So, I've got stuff like this already. I don't need to run to the store and buy more of this. I've got enough just in case. Food, here, let me flip over here. Okay, so over in the corner there, in my garage, I've got a stash. That's one of the places where I've got some stuff. And I do cycle through this stuff. But we started with pinto beans. Well, we didn't start with that. We got some pinto beans because, you kind of need the starches, those kinds of carbs. And it's got protein. Beans have protein. You need that. Then we went with, a variety pack of fruits. And, there's a 300 servings. So for a family of 3, that'll give me, I don't know, you do the math. And then vegetables, I've got 320 servings. So I got veg, fiber, carbs and protein. And you can live without having to consume, fats for a while, But there's going to be enough fat in that. And then I've always got stuff in the cupboard, oil and whatnot to fry the food. And then over here, I've got my 2-burner from Coleman that I can use in an emergency. And then inside of here, I've got, spray oil and stuff like that. So oils and fats and things like that are in there. And then a way to keep clean, and got a med kit inside of there, an insect repellent and all that. And I could use this in the event that my barbecue grill that I have outside goes sideways or I run out of propane, which I always have extra propane for that thing. And then I've got bottles and bottles of this stuff for this thing. So I'm always prepared with that. And always keep your fishing tackle ready to go, because if you need fish, you can always go fishing. And remember, I am the shooting guy. So, the shotgun's always ready, the firearms are always ready in case you need to go hunting, protect yourself, and all that kind of thing. And also, I've always got all sorts of ammo. You guys know that I stockpile a lot of ammo. You should too, just in case. There's even sustainable protein that runs through our backyard all the time. I even have a small stash of MREs, and we do cycle through this. Shooting Kids loves this stuff. This is the, what is this? Chicken fajita filling, yeah. Anyway, always have some of this on hand and replenish as you go. And truth be known, I keep a little extra stash in my closet of this too. So I would recommend if you can, find some of the things that you need. Oh, and here's another thing. A med kit. My Medic, has a great med kit. You've seen the video on this. You can't have enough first aid. So, and in here, when you buy this thing, there's there's Benadryl, there's even Band-Aids and whatnot. But buy yourself some extra stuff, and there's even a tourniquet in here just in case. Yeah, this is if you're out traveling or you're out, out on the river or backpacking or hunting or something, and something really sideways goes. That's what this one's kind of for. But buy stuff and then always be prepared. Don't wait until the last minute.
Sir, why did you wait until the last minute?
Well, it could be just about anything. Man, maybe the roads have gone out, or, those are the kinds of things that I'm more concerned with. Catching a cold or a flu, if I'm careful, isn't the big issue. It's the secondary issues that come as a result of some of those panics and scares, like the roads don't work. I mean, they're canceling. I was thinking of going to a local meeting, the folks around here, and we were advised to cancel that meeting because of the threat of getting sick. And I'm thinking, wow. All right, so crazy things like that can happen where you can't really, at the last minute prepare for it. You have to be prepared for it. So would you be paired if you did it last minute? Yeah, so anyway, this, even this kind of thing, not so much that. I wouldn't be worried about it. Gas mask? People laughed at me when I bought this. I'm telling you, I've got one. I may never use it. If anything, I can put it on when I have friends over and we're playing cards and having dinner. Is there something you want to say?
Why would I want to say something so I could watch you sneer at me?
Sorry. I know it's irrational.
That's fun. That's, it's just fun. And then if I need it, I got it. Fresh water, that's probably the most important thing. You cannot go more than 2 days, maybe 3. If you find other consumables, you need fresh water. And fortunately, I live by 2 rivers and I live by the lake. I could easily go down, fill up a large container, which I've got, and then filter it with this. And then I've got the other type that has a straw you can dip inside, or I even have a type that you can pump and filter it into another container so that you always have fresh, clean water. So, clean water, med kit for emergencies, and enough food stored. Do that today. I'm going to have some links down below. I want you to take a look at those. Consider that for yourself. I'm not telling you you have to do anything. I'm just saying it might be a good idea, because if there's a run on toilet paper, maybe there's some extra canned sardines or canned tuna if you're into that, or canned chicken, or something that can be stored for a while. Go stock up on that stuff, and then have some sort of routine. If you'd like, just leave a comment down below. I'll tell you how I do it in a little more detail in a comment or in an email, and maybe can help you out. All right, check out Sagan. Check out My Medic. They've both of these guys have some specials that are going on, and so you can take advantage of that. Again, links below and all that kind of thing. And don't worry about poo paper. People lived for years without poo paper. They used banana leaves. All right. That's all I got. I love you guys. I do care about you, and that's why I did this video. Just kind of giving you my opinion. If you've got an opinion on this kind of stuff, keep it civil, but you can always put your opinions and comments down below. And so I don't spread germs, I'm putting this thing on. All right. God bless you. God bless America. May America bless God. See ya. I left the grass a little tall. They're okay.